I'm BT.
I'm Deion Curry.
And together we're sorry we are canceled.
That's Malik on the ones and twos.
Oh, man.
Ooh, happy election day for everybody watching. I hope you went out and exercised your quote-unquote right.
Let me tell you something, man. I did that last Saturday. I voted early. I ain't gonna lie, it sounds cheesy, but I walked out, man. I feel good. I did, because you know what? No matter what happens, I'll be like, hey, I did my, I can get to a conversation like, yes, I did my civil duty, my civil service or whatever, civil duty. Yeah. And it was great because I walked out with this young girl, and that didn't sound right, but I was walking out.
Where'd you go polling? That's a school, not a polling place.
No, it's a library. And she goes, she goes, it's my first election. I go, oh, good for her. I knew she was 18. So I go,
Jesus Christ, man.
So I go, congratulations. I go, feels good, then? She goes, yeah. And then I walked around the other way. I didn't want to scare her. We walking the same way. But then he got a limp on, so I was hoping she would think, well, he's got a limp, and it is the middle of the day. So.
Oh, my God.
No, I always think that. I feel like poor girls, black dudes following them and shit. I mean, that's what I think they're thinking, but it was the middle of the daytime, so I figured.
You spend too much time worried about what they're thinking.
Well, I mean, they can call the police. So I was thinking, I don't want them thinking I was, hey.
Why would they call the police?
We both voted, you want to get something to eat, you know what I mean? Where you going, you know what I mean? So I felt bad.
Would you like to discuss your vote over
So who'd you vote for, sweet guy?
Espresso. 18, huh? First time voting, Indiana, red.
No, she was, she
had purple hair?
If she had purple hair, I definitely would have. Hey, you want to get something to eat? You don't find any purple hair versions. You see purple hair and all them piercings and shit. Yeah, chances are they the version.
Jesus, wow.
I mean, they get around. I don't want to stereotype. Watch the purple hair girl go, that's fucking bullshit. I'm saving myself, and I'm 27, and I got purple hair, and I got tattoos, and I got fucking piercing. So fuck you, BT. Send.
What's your guys' election day predictions?
Oh man, I honestly predictions. God, I tell you what I hope happens.
I predict that with the next president of the United States, it's gonna be me. I'm going to win.
Huh? What'd you say? Huh?
No, I think Kamala's gonna win.
Man, it's so. I mean, I don't know, man.
I'm
what?
not gonna be happy with either one of them winning. She keeps status quo. He kills us all. Those are our options: the status quo or death to the rest of the world. Like that's what's gonna happen. If Trump gets in charge, there's gonna be a civil war.
It's either Hitler or her.
No.
If he doesn't if he doesn't win, or if he wins.
No, if he wins, they're going to strip the Constitution, which is going to cause a civil war. Like when he starts trying to.
But if he loses, he'll start a civil war.
You know what it'll be? It'll be a couple of weeks. Because these people don't understand that in order to actually fight the U.S. government they're not going to fight you in the street, bro. They're going to blow up your crib. They're the U.S. First thing they're going to do is freeze all your money, right? That's what they're going to do.
Smart thing to do.
They're just going to take all the money you have in the bank. So unless you got cash, liquid cash, and that shit's heavy.
At your home.
When you're carrying around $300,000, $400,000, that's
like you do every week?
Yeah, it's heavy. You know what I'm saying? What's the plan? Where y'all gonna meet at? They can tap they have access to everything you use on a day-to-day basis.
The whole time I was thinking.
You can't beat them that way.
I was thinking last night, I swear I would go, man, I just hope my last words aren't, you know what, the election was coming. I knew I should have got a gun. I don't want that to be my last word. I knew I should have got a gun. I mean, I don't.
What are they saying? You're gonna murder a bunch of people who don't like the way you voted? Like it's just America is stupid if you think that this is how you're going to change. You cannot change this country with force. We have amassed the deadliest weapons known to man, and the crazy people who want to use them. If you think this is the thing, right? This is why I don't want Trump to win, because the people who want to overthrow the government and get back to 1950 or earlier, those people, they will be in charge in the places where we need people to stop them.
Yes.
And that'll be the problem. So
Yes.
then you'll have them giving orders militarily. Is that the military? They'll give the military orders. I don't know why I couldn't say
Militarily?
Militaristic orders as well.
So I couldn't spell source earlier today. I seriously, I couldn't spell.
Some words.
I couldn't spell care source. You know, it's my insurance company. And I go, source. I go, is that C or an S? And then I go, so
I'd never spell colonel right. Like,
COLONEL.
yeah, I'd never spell that right.
That's easy.
And you know what makes me mad is when the fucking predict text doesn't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Like, after 9 different variations of the word, you ain't got no suggestions? None. I done put, it's like I'm flipping the fucking Wordle button, and then the computer's like, man, I don't know what this nigga trying to, you don't know what I'm trying to say? I don't know how to spell restaurant, but you know that's what I'm trying.
And you got a limited vocabulary. I mean, I can see you. I can see you having
I have a limited
about
vocabulary.
60 words, maybe max, that you regurgitate.
Says the guy with the grease spot on the wall. I'm not taking that shit from you. Anyway, what I was saying.
I know what you're saying. I know what you mean.
Is that he's going to put the people in charge that want to put Project 2025 in place. And once they're in there, it's gonna take a monumental effort from all the people who are like, nah, this was a bad idea. We shouldn't have voted for him. It's gonna. By then,
I don't think they'll ever think that. I don't think they'll ever. I don't think they have. I don't think those people have buyer's remorse.
They will. It'll be too late, but they will. Because you always do. Because he's never not screwed people who he's used. And he's used every person he uses for something, he screws them.
Look at Giuliani. Giuliani's giving, and he still spoke at his rally.
I mean, that killed Tony shit. The bald-headed guy who's like, I'll speak at a Nazi rally. Like,
he said that?
Yes, man. You didn't watch any of Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden?
No.
You didn't watch any of it?
None.
Man.
None.
So, have you heard what Kill Tony said?
Oh, I saw what he said. That was a good joke.
You thought it was a good joke?
That's funny.
You thought it was funny?
Unless you put that
at the National...
That's par for the course for them. If you'd have done it in a comedy club, if you'd done it in a comedy club with no political...
done it in a comedy club, no problem.
Yeah, exactly, no problem. But if you do it there, then it's bad. Then everybody starts talking about comics this, comics that. If you've done it in a comedy club without any, like, the way comedy used to be...
You can do anything inside of a comedy club.
But
all jokes are available
of course,
within the 4 walls
doing
of a
it
comedy
there,
club.
doing it there is like... And you know, when he did it, I go, okay, I know it's coming
But
next.
see, here's the thing. It transcended jokes. You are talking about actual people, and the president of the free world is like, yeah, you know, that's my problem with it. It's like, bro, you got to be smart enough to know.
That's par for the course with them. And for him, Tony treated it as, hey, I'm a comic. This is the, you know what this was?
He knew that was a money grab. That was a money grab.
That was his correst dinner.
Trump
cut
don't care one
That's what I'm
way
saying.
or the
But
other.
that was his correspondence dinner / biggest open mic he's ever had.
Yeah.
The biggest open mic ever.
And them jokes were weak.
And you know what? And that's what it was. And like I said, that's his correspondence dinner. Because when Trump was in press, he had none. He had no correspondence dinners. He canceled them for all 4 years.
Obama's the reason why we got this nigga.
Yeah.
Because he roasted him at the correspondence dinner.
And I remember he came out, he was hot.
He was seething, bro.
Yeah.
Watching a room full of people laugh at you.
Yeah. And now he's got a whole country.
And he's like, nigga, you invited me here. I didn't come here for this.
And now we got countries.
And he's like, I'll
laughing
show you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come down my escalator and stun on all you motherfuckers.
And that's
why sometimes you gotta learn, some jokes just ain't worth it, bro. Tony Hinchcliffe, Barack Obama, me, you, the rest of the comedians. Some jokes ain't worth it.
You know what? If he goes on the road, I bet he sells out now. He's got his crowd.
Tony was already sold out Madison Square Garden.
I know, but this solidifies
So my
him.
point is what did he gain from this? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he did. He gained even more.
He didn't.
I bet he did.
He didn't.
Bet.
Now, because you know what happens? Once you piss off the people who are like, dude, we're not cool with that.
Who's gonna be like, I'm not cool with that? Tony can make money. He can
half
go
the
anywhere.
fucking country, Puerto Rico, like that dude, he nuked himself on a global stage. He just told the world, look, I'm pandering to this specific audience.
And there's a lot of people in that specific audience
Okay,
that will
but
pay
you
him to
don't
go
ever
see him.
get to leave them is what I'm trying to tell you.
You don't want to leave him.
And
I mean, because
I guarantee you he's
I bet
gonna
he
want.
got-
I
bet
guarantee.
he- I guarantee
because when
he
you
won't.
can't, the second he diverts from what they
He
like,
won't.
he's
not.
bro.
He
The mob always turns.
they aren't turning.
They always turn
His jokes are perfect for for that audience.
until they're not. Until it's
but they've
about
always
them.
been. He's always been that way. Remember he got in trouble before about doing jokes about he did an Asian joke or whatever. I think it was the Hans Kim. I don't know, but remember years when he was still in L.A. before he left and moved to Texas, and they tried to make it a big thing, like he said something racist about an Asian and I. Tony's always been the same.
What
He only
I'm
can get
saying
more.
is he's burning a bridge with people he had in his audience.
No, he didn't.
He told there are dozens of people who I've seen on Facebook who are like, I'll never listen to his show again. And I'm like,
Watch.
And what I'm saying is before that they were okay with everything he did. And then he made it political on the global stage. And so now if people see that you are rocking with him, he's whether he likes it or not, he's connected to that group forever.
He can tour Texas for the rest of his life and make money.
Bro,
I'm
what
telling
I'm
you.
saying is you don't want to have to be Carlos Mencia.
That's who Tony is, though. His thing, that's who he is. So he's not going
What
to divert.
I'm saying, he was before he did this, he was about to get his Netflix thing. He was about to go mainstream.
But
he's not finna do that now.
But listen, he's not. But now he didn't have to pay, rock with Netflix. He probably can afford to do his own special and sell it to somebody else. I'm listening to you. I hear you, but I don't think you're hearing me. Is that he doesn't care now? Because he's going to make, I'm sure he made a lot of money doing that.
Oh, he
A
had
lot.
to.
Yeah, so he's making enough money where he can do his own comedy special and not need Netflix.
So you think he wants to be that guy for the rest of his career?
I don't think he's thinking that far ahead. I think he's thinking in the now. And he goes,
And
yeah.
that's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
I don't think he's
you
gonna-
can't come. He can't go back to the main. He can't
Back to what?
to whatever mainstream
He was never mainstream.
Bro, I'm telling you, he was about to be.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. Listen, no, he wasn't. To kill Tony basically was, that's almost par for the course. Those people are like, okay, mainstream comedy is, no offense, I think it's funny, Kevin Hart is mainstream. Who else? Kevin Hart, name some names.
Joe Rogan.
But he's in that same audience. Even though Joe doesn't say
Right,
he is.
because, again,
Joe had
what
Trump on.
I'm trying to get you to understand is what I'm saying is Joe Rogan had people on the left and the right who liked him, right? Now all Joe's got left is people. He's never getting these people he had back.
Yeah, he will.
No, he
Yes,
won't.
He will. Watch. Time.
He didn't even want to go do. So he had Trump on. Trump came down, and Kamala was like, "Look, I'm traveling. Can you meet me?" And he was like, "Nah, I think it would be better if you came down here." And she was like, "Well, I can't. You waited too late." So, and that's just gonna be the end of it. Again,
She went to Club Shay Shay. She did. She went to Club Shay Shay.
right. What I'm trying to get, like, if
I'm
Joe,
listening to
if
you. You
Joe
think I don't
Ro-
understand? I hear what
So
you're saying.
how's Joe Rogan gonna get those people back if he can't even get her on the show?
Those people weren't rocking with Joe in the first place.
Again, that's what I'm trying to get you to say. If it's in the middle, Joe was in the middle. That's what mainstream is. You got people on the left who like you. You got people on the right who like
But Joe leaned a lot to the right.
you. And what I'm saying is Tony now has to do that because he burned all of the left audience he had for no reason.
People will still peep in and see him like, oh, he's no,
man.
No.
I'm telling
I don't know. Matter of fact, I don't know what comic, other than Michael Richards, who really wasn't a comic, what comic has really screwed himself like that?
Lots of them. Owen Benjamin.
Owen Benjamin really did.
The guy
I give you that one. Jesus.
from Half Baked.
Jim Brewer?
Yeah.
No, Jim Brewer's doing great.
No, Jim Brewer's doing right. Jim Brewer has right-wing support. That's it. All the people who loved him from Half Baked can't stand him now.
But that right wing support is going to get him where he's getting, and he's not. And
I'm telling
he didn't
you,
want to come back over, so he's fine with it.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
I guarantee he is because
No,
he keeps
because-
doing it.
no,
It's not like he's apologizing.
he doesn't have a choice.
And he's sneaking back over.
You think he's gonna apologize and let the crowds who see him now, who are we love all the bullshit you're doing now. You think if he goes, look, y'all, might have said some bullshit. And you think the crowd that's supporting him completely now hears him go do that, and everybody, we gonna keep supporting him? Because he ain't gonna get anybody to accept his apology. So then he loses that chunk, and that's what I'm saying. And when you put your foot in your mouth like Tony Hinchcliffe just fucking did for there was no reason for him to be there. None. He gained nothing from that.
Oh, he gained everything from that.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, you do. And yeah, you do. And you
He
say
just
that, but
he
a talented
branded
comic
himself.
knows how to eventually kind of creep back without acting like he's
He's
creeping
not
back.
Louis C.K., bro.
Watch.
He's not.
Watch. I mean, it's gonna be time. Watch. I mean, we'll see. We got to see how it all plays out.
I'm telling you, he was
And I'm
about
telling you.
he was about to pop.
No, he
mainstream.
was. I mean, he didn't need to because he already had killed Tony, which really wasn't mainstream. He did. If you're selling at Madison Square Garden, tell me how's that not mainstream? Or you got your own audience.
What I'm saying to you is, he has his core group of fans. He's always going to have those people,
And they're still with him.
And so there were. How many people yesterday had never heard of this dude?
So he'll never get them. He don't give a shit.
What I'm telling you is, before he did that, he was about to get those viewers.
No.
Because they did. I'm telling you, his Netflix special was about to come out. He was about to get a lot of eyes on him. And then he went and did that. And now those eyes are going to have to carry the stigma he gave himself. And he didn't have to do it.
I
I'm not
disagree.
saying he should have kept it not political. I'm just saying he gained absolutely nothing from that. Nothing.
That's your.
Now he's stuck with
that's
MAGA.
what you think.
He's stuck with MAGA for the rest of their time. Trump's going to be out of here in a few years anyway. So once he's gone, but you are not. How is he going to walk that back?
Watch.
How do you get those?
I mean, that's what you think, but no. I mean, watch.
Who have you know? Who can you name who has nuked their career and then came back from it?
You just said it, Louis C.K. Louis C.K. sold out Madison Square Garden. I mean, he was gone for he says it in that special he came back. The special he came back with that won a Grammy. And he won a Grammy for it. Then he did another special where he sold out Madison Square Garden.
And I'm trying to tell you,
He did too.
If you comparing Louis C.K. to Tony Hinchcliffe,
But that's an example of how you come back, and he's gonna come back. Don't call it a comeback.
Well, you got to have skill to have comeback.
He
And I'm
does have
telling you-
skill,
No,
and he's got
if
good people in his
if
back pocket. He's got Joe Rogan in his back pocket. Watch, man. I'm telling you, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. He ain't gonna nuke it. We have different opinions
I'm
on
telling
this.
you that audience isn't growing.
I'm telling you it is.
It's not.
I'm telling you it is. It's almost like that country dude that I think you mentioned, Malik, the one that said he called him drunk and he it wasn't nobody black. He just called his friend a nigger, whatever. You know how many records he sold after he did that?
Who?
Something Waylon or whatever. It was some country artist. I don't know. He's a country artist, and he was
Morgan Wallen?
Yeah. Say again.
Morgan Wallen?
I think it's his name.
Wallen?
Wallen did that.
Yeah, I don't think he did that
Okay,
either.
it was a country artist, and they called him like he was drunk coming home, and he called his friend a nigga. And somebody caught it on video. He called his friend a nigga, and his friend was white. They were just drunk. He called him a nigger, and his record I think dropped or something. He got in trouble. His popularity shot up within the country community.
Yeah, BT's right. It was Morgan Wallen.
Uh-huh.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my country people. I know my white dudes. So
keep tabs on them?
I know my white dudes. So
Man,
yeah,
he said nigga.
Yeah.
He said nigga.
trust me. And so the country artist, like I said, his popularity.
But that was
shot up.
already his base. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
What I'm trying to get you to understand is, right, you thinking, man, well, maybe he, get that little cross, because country's almost already crossover anyway.
No, it's not.
And then he said that, and you think it would have killed his career. His fucking popularity within the country community shot the fuck up. So what I'm saying is,
He doubled down on what he already had.
he
And
doubled
what
down
I'm
on
saying-
niggas.
Like,
He doubled down on niggas, and next thing you know, his career, he's popular.
niggas was never listening to Morgan Wallen before or after.
It
he
doesn't
said
matter.
nigga.
His popularity, he don't really need niggas. I mean, he can say niggas, and that helps his career, but he don't really need niggas. Shit, niggas helped him. And you see where 50 Cent said he turned down $3 million to perform at that same thing?
Because he had nothing to gain from it.
Well, 50 Cent, that's what 50 Cent said. That's what he did.
Would you guys have performed at it for money?
Hell
Not
no.
performed, but
Hell.
What, at a Republican convention?
yeah.
Hell
No.
Not even for.
But, hey, listen, okay, first of all, is it a Trump or just Republicans?
They're not gonna let me in with my speech.
No.
They're not
Hold
gonna
on,
let
hold
me
on,
in
hold
with
on,
what
hold
I
on,
got
hold
to
on.
say to them.
Is it a Trump or is it a Republican? Is it Republicans minus Trump?
It's the same thing Tony Hinchcliffe was at. That you got to do that.
in front of Trump?
No. But is
It's
Trump
the same
gone?
thing
Is Trump
he,
gone?
No, he just said it's the same thing.
With,
Instead
without
of Tony,
Trump? With or without Trump?
How is it the same thing if Trump isn't there?
When he goes, are you talking Republican National Convention?
No, he said that.
The Tony Hinchcliffe.
Say it one more time so he can hear you because he's stupid.
No, I'm not.
What? Why are you changing it when he said it?
I'm
You're
not.
replacing yourself with
Stop
Tony
yelling.
Hinchcliffe.
First of all.
So start listening so I don't have
I
to say
am
it louder.
listening.
You're not.
No, yes, I am, because he could have been the Republican National Convention or just a Republican function.
What did he say?
The Tony Hinchcliffe thing. Would you do that for $1 million?
Oh, no.
Same thing as Tony Hinchcliffe.
$1 million is a lot of money. I mean, for right now.
You sell your
That-
soul
that-
if you want to. You
that-
can
I-
never get it back. Take it from a nigga who sold it.
Who's to
You can
say I
never
didn't
get
sell
it
it already?
Okay then. So look what
And
you
look where
got
I'm at.
for it. Look what you got for it.
Hey,
It
look.
ain't- It ain't never.
Hey, I'll put-
If you've never sold your soul, look into my eyes. Let me tell you, as someone who sold his soul to the devil and made a deal out loud, it is not worth it.
You sold yourself to the devil?
Yes, I did.
When? Tell me.
I was 21.
What happened? Do tell.
Yeah, how'd you go about that?
Yeah, please do.
Man, I wanted this girl. I had wanted this girl since 8th grade.
Oh, God. You sold the devil out for a 13-year-old?
No, we were grown.
Oh, you were grown?
Yeah.
You sold yourself to the devil
I
for
said I've
an
been
8th
in
grade?
love with her since I was in 8th grade.
Okay, yeah,
I was
clarify that.
a full adult when I made this out loud proclamation.
And she was an adult too?
Yes.
Okay, make sure she wasn't
I'm
an
not
8th.
you, nigga. This ain't your story. Why you pushing those buttons? Be careful, the buzzer might come back on you.
Do that.
Okay, so
that.
I said out loud, I was like, man, I'd give anything to get with this girl. I swear to God, the next day she showed up at the crib. She showed up unannounced, didn't tell me. We had been talking on the phone.
With condoms? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, she showed up at the crib.
Long story short, it was a hot summer, and then that was it.
Was y'all end up smashing?
No.
So where's this deal with the devil?
Yeah, what's this deal with the devil?
Sounds like-
I said I wanted her.
Okay.
I got her for a summer, and then it was over.
But did you go, please, devil, deliver her and I will give you my soul?
Yeah, that's a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
You said, please, devil?
I said out loud, I'll sell my soul to the devil if I can get this girl to like me.
Oh, you,
I said that out loud.
Remind me never to ride in the car with Dion ever again.
Nigga, I'm never riding in the car with you. You're more accident prone with me, soulless or not, nigga. What are you talking about?
That's really fucked up, man.
You started it every time. I'm gonna finish
no,
it.
you
I'm a
started it.
fucking hammer when you present
hurt-
the nail.
You hurt my
Believe
feelings,
that.
man. You hurt my motherfucking feelings, bro.
You gonna be all right.
Ma,
Do
no,
some
I
push-ups.
ain't.
Rub some dirt on it.
Damn.
In hindsight, what do you think you should have sold your soul for?
Can't you like?
You shouldn't sell your soul for anything. And
you should have been like, I'm sorry.
nothing promised on earth is worth whatever quote unquote reward you think you're gonna.
The love of a good woman.
Anything you don't earn ain't worth having. That's my point. Anything you don't earn ain't worth having. I didn't earn that. It literally showed up on my doorstep and then it left, like all packages do.
Oh man, when she showed up, you go, fuck it, I'm property of the devil. Seriously, when she showed up, you had to be like,
My
I just
luck
sold
has been shit since.
Really? You're here?
Exactly.
We're doing this podcast together.
I'm sweating out my ass in this studio apartment.
Sweating, I'm fucking freezing my ass. The only reason I turned the air conditioner on was because of you motherfuckers.
It's not my fault you were born before they invented heat. I don't know what to tell you.
Before they invented it. I know there's a fly in here he should have been dead 2 days ago and
Nigga,
he's
how
still
you
flying
have a
around.
fly in your crib? It's damn near November, nigga.
I know.
This nigga lives here.
Hey, maybe I sold my
He
soul
been
to the
taking
devil.
care of you.
Maybe I sold my soul to the devil.
For a fly.
If flies in here, if I see 3 flies together, I go, oh shit, I sold my soul to the devil.
Have you seen that movie Legion?
No.
Oh, it's so good. It's about it's basically girl gets pregnant, has the Christ is going to save humanity, and then like angels and demons show up, and there's an old woman. She's like, that fucking baby in your stomach's gonna die. Like, that shit was funny as shit, bro.
My favorite.
I think it's on Netflix. It might be on. You can find it. It's worth watching. It's a good. It's bad, but it's good.
My favorite joke along that lines, which you just happened, was Mark Maron had a joke. He goes, "There's this dude. He's got a heavy metal band, and he's been, trying to get famous for years. He goes, you know what? I want to send my soul to the devil to make it famous." He goes, "Dear Lord Satan," he goes, "please take my soul so I can be famous." And he goes, a couple of years goes by, and he goes to the devil. They go, "Hey man, I sold you my soul. What's that?" He goes, "I did everything I could. You're just not talented." Man, Man, I first heard that joke. I almost crashed the goddamn car. That's hilarious. I was thinking, and it always makes me laugh because I did everything I
That's the
could.
truth of the matter, whether you believe in God, the devil, all that.
If you believe in God, you have to believe in the devil.
You gotta do the work regardless. Whether you have talent or no, like you gotta do the work. You can't skip the step. So everybody who you see who's famous and, you know, they're getting platform, they're blowing up, doing numbers, but then you go to their show and you see, these motherfuckers ain't worth the ticket of admission.
They were at a Diddy party or whatever. That's how they got in.
It's like, yo, something you can't skip the steps, man. You can't. You just can't.
But there's no guarantee. You work hard. I mean, you know, it's like watching Miss Pat's success. I mean, I saw the way Miss Pat worked. I go, yeah, she's gonna do it because the way she put in the work.
You
she
have
put in,
to.
yeah, she put in work, and look where she's at. So yeah. I can't believe you sold your soul. Wow.
Would you?
We learned something.
So you would do it, or you would?
Would I sell my soul?
No. Would you do the Tony Hinchcliffe?
Oh, no. I say that. Because, I thought about it. Because this came up. I remember I got a buddy who did a gig for the police. I think for the LAPD or whatever. It was Gabriel Iglesias. I think it was, anyway. And he got a lot of money. And I was thinking, if they came to me, would I do it? And I thought to myself, if I did, I would take the money. This is in my head. I would take the money and use it for police brutality cases and give it to the other people so they can win money in
Fraternal Order of Police.
Yeah. So I give the money for the lawyers so they can beat the police, and just they give it to me. I give it to some person, and boom, and then I pay it for.
Cycles back.
Yeah, I mean, I say that on, but
You wouldn't.
But when cops when they're not. Even when they're not working and just out and about at a club and they get to drinking, well, what the fuck are you gonna do? Get mad at the guy. I mean, they call their boys up. You think they're going to jail?
Dude, you heard about those guys in Mississippi who shot that dude in the mouth?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
That's why.
And Trump wants to make it. Here's my thing. Listen, I have no problem. I really don't. I mean, in a way. I kind of like, I like the diversity of black people thinking. People always think we, group thinking, we don't. And I mean, Candace Owens makes points. She does make valid points. But it's your right to vote for Trump if you want to. But I always want to say, look at how the white supremacist groups really support him, how they go nuts over him. And and he wants to have immunity for the police. And there's another one I go, that's the reason I couldn't support that dude. I mean, seriously. I mean, if you're going to come up with
And those are great reasons, but they don't even make the top list.
To me, they do.
Why I would never. To me, the only thing that's important is the history of the people who have worked for him.
Oh, no, that's great.
You talk about when they say he's a businessman. Well, you go ask the people he got in business with
and he's screwed.
What it was like to work with him. He never paid them on time. He basically ran most of them out of business with lawyer fees by suing them and making them go get lawyers so that they could defend themselves, and he just bled them dry. That's who he is. And he shouldn't be if that's how he runs his companies. We saw 4 years how he ran this country. He got hired the best people, and 92% of them are like, I don't want to ever work with this motherfucker again.
When the generals left, like, hey, fuck it, I'm out of here. When that one general, I don't know what his name was, the one general, the big one, when he left, even a guy on CNN said, holy shit.
So it's like, man, my whole thing is. But
anyway, I felt good when I left. I mean, I felt good when I voted. And I left, and I went to get oil change because of what you said. And and they took too goddamn long, and I left. And then
They took too long.
I went there, it was 1:45. And then I went there, and it was like 1:30. And it got to be like 2:15. And the UFC was in Qatar, and I wanted to see the UFC on pay-per-view. It came on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, fuck it. I got out of line and went to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the UFC match. Yeah.
So you didn't get your oil change?
No, I went today, though. I went today. I only got my oil change today. And they found some little thing about this big inside my neighbor changing my oil. Dude goes, what's that? And it was some little cylinder thing about this big. And they didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. But I kept it. But I don't know what it is.
And it was just sitting in your car, and you was going to drive around in it.
I didn't know it was in there. Even
That's why I told you go get an oil change.
thank you, Dion.
Yeah, I'm looking
Dion
out
cares.
for you.
Even though your soul's going to hell, I mean, you care, and I appreciate it.
What can you do, man? When you're young and dumb and full of cum, hoping to give a girl some.
Look at you. He's like a poet.
You know what I mean?
Young,
Like,
dumb, full of cum. Man, I learned that in what, 6th grade. Oh, but it's been good, man. It's been good.
Would you do it, Malik?
Sell my soul?
With the Tony Hinchcliffe?
Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't care.
Okay, like they wanted you to do the sound or put it on a video. I mean, podcast.
Yeah, I would do it. I wouldn't care. No one looks at me and it's like,
Yeah, Malik's got a
who
point.
cares about my political opinions? Nobody.
Malik's got a point.
I care.
No.
What do you mean?
Well, first of
I
all,
care.
Malik's behind the scenes, and we know how Malik rolls, so it's like, okay, you know. I mean,
Nah, but if Malik was on some bullshit, or if you was on some bullshit, if I was on some bullshit, I would hope the two of y'all would call me out. Just like I'll be like, yo, Malik, what the fuck was that?
when you're a performer and you're behind the scenes, it's different. Malik could do it. I mean, like people behind the scenes can. That's why, in a way, when you're behind the scenes, you live such a great life. Malik does all the shit, and we get either all the credit for it, you know. But it's Malik who puts his shit together. I mean, seriously, he comes up with those creative thumbnails, you know. I mean, honestly, and it's on time. I think I just happened to get up to use the bathroom. I think at 6. The thing dropped at 6:02. I go, oh shit, you know. That's Malik doing his thing, but we get the credit because you know who we are.
Because we are doing our thing as well.
Yeah, but
right?
Malik does his thing, bro.
We all do our thing. That's the beauty.
Let's just say
of
we
this
blew the
thing.
fuck out. No one know who Malik is. He can go in and out like,
Of course.
and nobody would know.
But we would know.
We would know, yeah. He could sell his soul. We wouldn't even give a shit.
Like, oh, Malik, this ain't our success. This is your soul.
Soul Productions. We should have
Soul Productions. I think that one's taken. I think that one's taken.
Yeah, man. So, you know, I mean, that's pretty much it.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done to hope to get something you wanted?
Like something I wanted? Fuck. That didn't involve a woman. I
didn't
mean,
say
seriously.
that. No, whatever.
get what
What's
I
the
want.
craziest thing you've ever done to get what you wanted? It might involve a woman. Mine did.
To get what
I think
want.
most things men do that are crazy is usually got a woman involved somewhere.
When you're, you know what? I look at it like this. When you're younger, I mean, like now. Here's the thing, because this is fresh. I was doing this audition, right? And my ex-girlfriend, the one I cried over, like, oh fuck, oh. Now she's going through it, and I'm like, I just remember like. It went through those gamut of emotions to where I was like, I want her back. You know, fuck her. I hope. Blah, blah, blah. And now to see how what she's going through now, I go, fuck. I don't like to see her like this, but it's like it's amazing how some things turn around, how things change. I mean, trust me, I don't like seeing her like this, but it's like, wow. At one time, I was like so into you that I mean, I made a mixtape at 40.
Singing?
No, but I put this. I can't. I'm beating, and I want thee.
Check out the hottest tracks of this
I don't know
year.
if it was CDs or downloads, but whatever.
What year was it when you were 40?
But what it is,
What year was it?
fuck you.
What year was it?
Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Was Tupac still alive or was he dead?
Fuck off, man.
Before or after Biggie?
Either way, I made her. I remember where I was,
What was
too.
on the mixtape?
I was in Dayton, Ohio, going.
You was on LimeWire?
Maybe it was. This will display all the feelings I have for you.
What songs were on there?
I think it had to be a couple Prince songs, maybe. And then it was some shit you wouldn't know. It was one songs I remember. Oh, you know what? I remember like
Said, come on and do me.
it was a summer with Justin Timberlake. I can't wait to fall in love with you. I can't wait to fall in love. Dun, dun, I just like this summer love. Yeah, I remember hearing that song. I think I heard in that
Switching
summer.
lanes.
Yeah, I I remember her that summer because that song came out, and I just remember like, yeah. So
She probably hates that fucking song now.
She probably never listened to the mixtape.
you know what?
When am I
Fuck
gonna play this?
it. Fuck it. How about this? Yeah. But I remember she did some stuff like
He had
that.
that shit on the record.
I remember I was gonna get a. I remember I was gonna. Fuck yeah. I ain't gonna say shit else.
She had to do the little phone grab. She had to clean.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime girl. No. Yeah, I remember that, man. And now to watch her go through it, it's like, fuck. It's amazing. If you let time go by, you go, man, I was really into you like that? You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm at the stage now, it's like, I doubt if I like have that, or will ever get that feeling of that love, like, again. Like, I think I'm wrong. You see some women like, oh, she's cool, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we hang out, or maybe even go out and have a girlfriend again. But I don't think I'll ever have that,
Yeah, so any woman hearing that,
No, but I mean, you never know.
what your future is.
They could be the one.
A man who never will fall in love again.
Who knows?
We could
Maybe.
be cool, but I don't see myself ever going. Oh,
Me too.
you won't get a mixtape, is what he's telling
It's
you.
him leaving you. Hold on. Let
He
me.
said you got to download your own music.
Yeah. Okay, now listen to this. This is how I feel about you. Now listen to this. Hold on, but can you make a mixtape now though? You can't, can you? I mean,
You technically could. Man.
Sure you can.
how could you send somebody a mixtape?
What do you mean? You just create a Spotify playlist.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Oh, I don't. That's why I'm asking. I don't know. So if I find somebody,
The art of the mixtape didn't get lost because we stopped using CDs.
it did for me. It did for me. I mean,
Bro, you can make a YouTube playlist and send it to somebody.
Really? I mean,
Yes.
really? Okay, bye guys. Thanks for watching Sorry Again. Am I the asshole if I think I can make a mixtape? I can't? Goodbye.
What songs would you put on your mixtape?
It'd be some stuff in the current.
Is it a love making mixtape? Is it a I Want You Back mixtape?
Well, my love making is a little different.
Yeah, I bet.
It'd be like some. It'd be like, brace yourself, you know.
Down with the sickness. Come on, get down with the sickness.
Yeah, pretty much
Fucks
that.
the heavy metal.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh, yeah.
See a girl pulling her panties up when you turn that playlist
Yeah.
on.
She's like, oh my God, my
You know what? I
vagina
gotta
just
go to the
dried up.
bathroom.
Speaking of panties, I sent the Am I the Asshole.
Here,
Okay.
let me read it this time.
You want to read it? Okay, man. You ain't gonna be like that about it.
No, I'm not trying to be like that.
Yeah, you
Speaking
are.
of which, man, my Yankees are getting their ass whooped.
Damn. Did what's his name forget how to hit?
Fucking Aaron Judge out here like, yeah, I'm gonna take this series off. My bad, y'all.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for washing the underwear of a woman who was staying at our house, even though I am a guy? I'm a male. I live with my girlfriend. My girlfriend's close friend is staying with us for a week. She is traveling in from a different city and sleeping in a spare bedroom in our house. One morning, it was nice and sunny, and while my girlfriend was sleeping in and her friend was also still asleep, I thought it was a good opportunity to do the laundry.
Nice guy.
I did all 3 of ours laundry in 2 different batches and then hung them out to dry. Later, this lady was livid because apparently I'm a man and I can't handle her underwear without permission.
Oh shit.
I did all of our laundry, including hers, which had been dumped in a separate basket, but also in the laundry room next to the same basket that my girlfriend and I use. I thought it would be good if we just did all our laundry and got it out of the way. I wasn't going to expect her to do her own laundry while she was a guest at our house.
Nice guy.
Anyway, this girl was livid that I was a man handling a week's worth of her bras and panties and then hung them out to dry. My girlfriend took her side and said I should go through a lady's stuff like that without her permission. So I shouldn't. That's a typo.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything wrong. I did a kind gesture. I thought they'd appreciate it. Is he the asshole for washing her drawers and panties?
Yeah, it's funny how women say that, but they have no problem going through your journal and reading it.
You bring up his journal.
I know, but it's the truth though.
Heated about his
I'm
secrets.
still pissed off about that. If I have had 3 different women do shit that
I confessed on paper and someone found out.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So, you know what? Listen, in his mind, I really think he thinks it was no big deal. But, I mean...
You don't wash somebody else's drawers without asking them, can you wash their drawers?
So, I'm going to... So...
I agree with the girls.
Even though he thought it was good, I think it's a bad idea. He found out the hard way. So,
Yeah,
he's not an asshole. He's just he just wasn't thinking.
Yeah, he's not.
It's hard to call him an asshole.
Yeah, he's not it was a kind gesture. It was a non well executed.
Next time, just go, well, fuck you then. I mean, it'd be great. He sound like, next time, he should do that.
Now, you know what he should. I had to wash them bitches twice, you old dirty hoe. Get the fuck out my guest house.
Why don't you wash your ass? I don't know. But listen, it was a kind gesture. I have a problem calling this dude an asshole. So it was a kind gesture. You just kind of don't do that. Everybody's weird about certain things. Like, I wouldn't, like...
Yeah, you got to respect people's boundaries.
Yeah.
That's crossing a personal boundary.
Yeah, and honestly, I thought...
Kindness or not.
I thought it was kind of... So it's hard for me to call him an asshole, but I just say you're in the wrong, but I don't really mean like you're an asshole.
I don't think
wrong.
she should have made a big deal out of it being livid and whatnot. It's just like, yo, next time, you know, it's a personal line. Comfort. I don't want you seeing... Let alone washing my underwear.
And hanging it up to dry.
Yeah, like...
He may have been like, oh,
you know what I mean?
You know? I mean, seriously. I've done that. I'm just joking.
Ovulation.
He said, is that what you said?
Ovulation.
Have you really done it before?
No.
Through
God,
girls' panties?
Ew.
I'm just joking. You're the one that said ovulation.
Yeah, I was joking. You're like,
Oh, yeah, I was
have
joking.
you ever done it?
I was joking too.
Yeah, I know you've done it, you panty sniffer.
Okay, now what about you, Malik? What do you think?
I think I agree with you guys completely. I think it was just a little weird that he washed somebody's stuff and then hung them up, which is even, I feel like, slightly more intimate.
Yeah, like he
may
hung
have
it
been
up
Mormon.
outside.
He may have been Mormon or something. I mean, those people are really nice to the point of, okay,
yeah,
what are you
he
trying
was
to tell me?
naive in his thought that it's just laundry, but at the same time, it's a personal boundary.
People are weird about, you know, you find as you get older, people are weird about certain things. You don't touch people certain things, you know? Like stuff you don't think is a big deal.
That's my bitch.
Yeah, like you might move somebody's cup. Did you touch my fucking cup? You're like, whoa, where'd this come from? I mean,
I don't like people touching my plates and food. Like, don't touch my food, man.
I get that with food. Or food. I get that with food and with like if you leave a drink and you
drugs. Malik said drugs.
I said journals.
Oh.
Yeah, journals. Yeah, y'all laugh, but I have a problem with journals. You know, it's your fucking personal thought, and once you see that, oh shit, this is personal, and you still continue to read it, and y'all think it's funny, but it's the truth.
I think it's dumb that you are upset that someone found something you wanted to keep secret about writing down.
No, that's me. That's me and my naivete.
Don't write secrets down.
That's me and my naivete thinking it's my journal, it's my personal thing, and you would think it was my.
Bro, you already got it up here. What you need it on paper for?
Listen.
That's like, the only way you get caught is if you put it where anybody else can read it.
Listen, it's like this. It's like I remember, and you know why I think that way? No, and I was in high school. I remember my buddy Daryl Swain, his girlfriend at the time. She left her diary out, a men's journal, women diary. So I looked at so I saw it and I opened it up.
Wait, say that again.
Women diary, men's journal.
Men's journal.
It was the same thing. But anyway, so I picked it up and I opened it up and
what
it said.
What do trans people do?
And it talked about. So right now, what'd you say?
Say, what do trans people do?
Don't a tablet. A tablet, because sometimes it feels like a notebook. And so
I prefer a scroll.
So when I read it, it said my mother died in here. Oh fuck! I mean, when I opened it up and I go, and I was close it, she was right there. And I go, I'm so sorry. And that shit hit me to this day, man. Because I mean, it was her
you
personal
read
thought.
Somebody else's journal?
Yeah, because I mean, I was in high school, and that's why I feel that way. No, because it was out, and I didn't. I mean, I know it sounds weird, but it's like at the time, I didn't know what a diary or journal was. I was like, oh, it's a book, and I opened it up, and I could tell it was personal. It was somebody's cursive writing. You tell it, and I go, but I read it, so I saw it was somebody's personal, but I still read it, and when I saw the part where she goes talking about her mother's death, and I go, oh.
And now you're telling the whole world.
And no, it's in high school. So right when I shut it, she was standing there, and she just had to look, and I go, I'm so sorry. And that to me,
your mama died, your sister died, your dog died, apparently of worms. Anybody else got anything they won't read?
So I felt bad, man. So that's what I feel about that. I mean, I just think when you see that it's somebody else's personal shit, and you still continue to read it,
yeah.
Fuck that, man.
I think we established long ago that when you're told not to do something, your first inclination is to do it.
I wish somebody would write on the comments on the next YouTube when this drops. when this drops on election day, before the Civil War starts, I want you guys to leave a comment and go, and what do you think about journalism? I don't give a shit about sides. Just tell me what you think about it. Because I think it's fucking bullshit. I think you should respect somebody's motherfucking privacy. Okay?
You know the best way to respect someone's privacy is to keep that shit private.
Okay, so I should keep my thoughts. I should keep my thoughts to myself. Which I was in the book.
If that's what you want, your thoughts.
You had to go through my backpack. You had to unzip my backpack, go through it, and lift it up and go, oh, that was an accident?
So you gave,
bitch, it wasn't an accident.
You gave her a reason to go snooping.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
It was her. No, you guys, okay, then what the fuck is privacy then? What is privacy?
Privacy is what you create. And you destroy your privacy when you write down your private thoughts on paper.
No, you don't, Dion.
Yes, you do.
No, that's somebody else's. Okay, no,
Bro,
you know what?
The second guy told them don't eat of this tree. What happened? They ate of the tree.
That's their fault because they had no discipline.
No, it's because the second you're aware of something you're not supposed to do,
don't
human
do
nature,
it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. My mom said, don't go across the street. Or you gonna get a whooping.
And what happens? It takes that whooping to learn that your ass
Not the way my mom gave a whooping. I saved my ass on my property.
Hey man, if you don't want people reading your shit, don't write it down.
So I should never. I got this thought, but I should.
If you don't want it to be found out, yes.
But that's the point of a journal. Is you don't want people to find it. That's your shit. That's your shit.
No, the point.
Yes, yeah, there is
if
no.
you
No.
think the point of
Okay, so
how does one get betrayed?
No. Okay, you ever have a chick?
How do you?
No, you have a chick stay over your house and you and you go, oh yeah, I'll be right back, and you just leave her there.
No, because I don't trust girls like that.
That's honest.
No. What?
No. I just said I said that's honest.
I'm just saying, if I don't
I
trust
just said you're on. I gave you the thing.
Okay, so why would you, this is what I'm trying to get you to understand, is that
you don't understand.
The only reason, I ain't scared.
I ain't trusting you, motherfuckers.
The only way you cannot be betrayed is to never trust in the first place.
If I don't trust you, then why the fuck am I going out with you? Oh, it's my wife. I don't trust her, but I love her. I mean, what the fuck is that shit about?
So what I'm saying to you is the only way you can get betrayed is if you give someone trust. Right?
Everything in life is trust. Okay, when you get married, you're supposed to trust that your significant other ain't gonna go out and fuck somebody. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay then.
But what can happen? Hold on. What can happen?
She go fuck somebody.
Right. You can be betrayed. Right?
Everything in life you can be betrayed.
So if you never wrote that shit down, who would have been able to read it?
That makes no sense.
I'm asking you to answer the question.
I'm trusting.
If you never wrote it down,
that don't make no sense.
Who would have been able to read it?
If I never wrote it, so I should hold my feelings inside.
No, you should answer the question I'm asking you.
If I never wrote it down,
who would be able to read it?
If you never wrote it down, no one's going to read it.
Exactly. That's how you maintain your privacy. That's the only way. Because if you write something down,
people should respect boundaries.
You didn't know it was a boundary.
Yes, I did.
When you read that girl's journal, you didn't know.
But
it was out on the table.
That was an accident.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No, it
when
doesn't.
you go through my personal shit in a backpack.
You gave her a reason to, whether you want to admit it or not.
No, that's lack of respect, and I went out with girls with no morals.
Again, that's you chose them. She didn't show up on her own.
Actually, she did.
When are you going to take accountability? It's all her fault, but you wrote it down.
I take accountability after they read it and they go, you know what? We're not going out. I go, yeah, I know we're not going out because you read this.
Yeah, and it's your fault we're not going out because you found out all the dirt I did because I wrote it down like an idiot.
Why were you writing that stuff down? Like, I feel like writing like
because he wanted to get caught. That's
I didn't. Because journaling. I mean, a lot of actors use journaling, and journaling helps you.
Okay, write it down and burn it.
Matter of fact, last week. I went back and looked at my timeline. I wanted to see the progress I made with my foot and everything, and I was reading that, and damn it. Goddamn fly.
It ain't bothered me one time.
Yeah, I was reading it. I was journaling, and I was, looking at my progress and how, I was kind of upset or depressed in some minutes and how I was, progressing and everything and how just little things like, and it was like, it was kind of helpful in a way because I looked back and I was like, okay. And so it helped big time. You got to have that to look. I mean, at least for me. For other people, if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. But
Okay.
for me, it is. And a lot of times, you know, if I do a lot of meditation. A lot of times I do a lot of meditation. They go, you know what? Journal after you do some meditation.
That's great.
Right? And then you're an actor. They say, journal and find out about this or whatever.
I'm not denying.
It helps to get your feelings down
I'm
on paper.
not denying any of that. We're talking about two different things.
Apparently.
Yeah, you're talking about how it was wrong for her to read what you wrote down.
It's wrong for her to go through my shit and then open it up. When you knew what the fuck it was.
I'm not disagreeing with you in that point.
Okay.
My question is that you said it was private.
Yes.
Okay.
It's me.
So the only way someone can get access to something private for you that you wrote down, now they have access to the thing that you didn't want them to have access to.
Maybe because I'm trusting them.
And you can't be betrayed without trust. That's what I'm saying. You open the door for your situation to change. You and only you.
But they always think it's no big deal, which always cracks me up.
Whether
they think
it
it's no
is
big
or
deal.
not. Whether it is or not. If you don't want them to read it, don't write it down.
I should hide it. Because that's the key to any relationship is hide your
because
shit.
even
hide
then-
your shit.
No.
Always lie. Don't trust. Trust nobody. Don't be no fool.
No.
Stevie Ray Vaughan said it
hold
best.
yourself accountable when you do get
Trust
caught.
nobody. Don't be no fool. Don't, whatever happened to the golden rule. And that's what it is. So if you have a journal and you're going out with somebody, no, just don't tell nobody you have a journal.
Which do you think, Malik? Be the tiebreaker.
I see what BT's saying. I just think that he crossed the line when he would like say certain things in his journal that he could have just kept in his head. Like if he's just, I think if you're just saying, oh, my foot hurts, I feel sad, and then I feel better now, that's okay. Still wrong to go through that. But I think if you're saying, oh, I cheated on this girl today, blah blah, I think that's where you're.
But that's the point of a journal. Because if I go, my foot hurts, I can tell that to Dion. But if I have an internal thought that has to get out, like maybe it'll help me stand up. Maybe it'll help me.
Why
Maybe
did
help
you
me as
keep
my.
it?
Maybe it'll help me just as my self-diagnosis of myself is I can't afford a fucking.
But you ain't
a
forgot
therapist.
that you cheated.
Listen. It's not like I can afford a therapist, but sometimes it helps to get. It's like if I have a joke in here, sometimes if I write it out, I go, I wouldn't have got that part of a joke in my head unless I would have written it out.
Okay, but you kept something you knew that could come back to bite you in the ass.
No, because I trusted somebody not to go through the shit.
You
know what it's like?
You opened the
Here's
door
what
for
it's like.
betrayal by giving her trust.
Here's what it's like. It's like
You can't be betrayed
listen,
if you don't
know what
trust.
It's like going out with somebody. You ever go out with somebody and you think this is the one? This is the one. And you start telling shit. You all start kind of trading secrets a little bit. And then that shit comes back to bite you in the ass. Basically, that's what it was when I was in writing. You ever like when you first go out with somebody and you think, oh, this person's different.
But whose fault is that?
Listen. And you go, I can be myself. And you go, and you start saying this and that. And she tells you maybe some secrets like, hey, this girl here, blah, blah. Oh, I never told nobody that. Oh, and you're thinking, we have this bond. And then it happens in divorces all the fucking time. Then it comes back and bites you in the fucking ass. And you go, damn, I trusted that bitch too. And that's what that is.
Yes,
So
betrayal is awful.
It's
awful.
Right,
And the best way to prevent that is what? What's the best?
Hide yourself. Don't be yourself. Hide yourself. That's what you're saying.
No,
that's what you're saying.
no.
That's what you're saying. You're saying the best way not to be
No. What
betrayed
I'm
is-
saying is if you have something you don't want anyone else to know, the best way to keep that secret
Is a
is
safety
by
deposit box
never telling it.
at the post office.
No one can learn what
I got to go to the
But
post
you
office
don't
to write my
share.
inner thoughts. I got to write it down and put it in there.
Wait, question: If you killed somebody on accident or purpose, do you think you would put that down as well?
In the journal?
Yeah.
You might put like, I did something bad. Here's like, y'all ain't. Here's the
just
y'all
in
ain't-
case somebody watching. I don't want to incriminate myself.
Here's what y'all ain't getting.
This guy.
Here's what y'all don't understand. A journal is for you and your inner thoughts. That's what that's for. It ain't for sharing.
You said the correct word.
Listen.
Inner, not outer on paper, inner thoughts.
Y'all ain't here.
You put your inner
that's it,
thoughts
that's
on
it,
the
we're done,
outside,
we're
they
done.
get viewed.
We're done.
That's
we're done.
the
We're
only
done.
way to keep them from being
We're
seen
done.
is to keep them inside.
This ain't a group. This is for you to write it for you. And when
Okay?
somebody says it's
if
for
you
you,
open the door, don't get mad when the breeze comes in. You open the door. Nothing outside ever came in until you opened the door. You wrote it down. You let people
So basically,
in.
don't trust nobody.
No, I'm saying don't get mad when you put.
So I
Who
should hide yourself. I should hide it underneath the bed.
If you don't want somebody to know something,
Don't get a journal and don't
what's
write.
the best way to keep it from them?
Never say it. Never say it.
So
if you don't want them to know,
So keep
don't
it in
bring
your
that
head.
shit up.
So keep it in your head and let that stress build up and give you a heart attack while you're in the middle of a line.
Bro, you could have wrote it down and then burnt it. You didn't have to keep it forever. You damn sure didn't have to put it in a series for someone else to fucking read.
How about somebody have some fucking class and not go through your shit? Anyway, this is going on way too long.
What did you
This is
learn?
going on
That
way
you
too long.
can't trust people.
This is going on way
You
too
learned
long.
it the hard way.
It's going on way too long.
You should have known better.
No,
Some
I
things-
trusted people and they would
And
trust, and they act like
God
they didn't.
trusted us, and look what we did to him.
What? Not saying.
God trusted us. Hey, y'all, don't eat this. I'm
He
gonna
should've known-
go over here now.
Hey, if he knows our hearts, he should have known that was coming.
He did. That's why he made Jesus. And that's my whole point. If you don't want a nigga to hurt your feelings, don't give him the feelings to hurt in the first place.
So you should have kept Jesus to yourself.
No, because the natural order of things is birth and death. That's the natural order. It don't matter whether it's a relationship or a life. It's birth, death. All good things come to an end, whether it be privacy, whether it be your journal, whether it be your relationship.
I gotta get some toilet paper. I'm sure I got one roll, and if I don't get out and go get it, it's gonna be fucking.
That just tells me you've been full of shit this whole episode.
That's good. That was good. That was good.
I'm really good
That
at
was almost better than a floating pile of garbage. Puerto Rico. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. That was good. Anyway, hey guys.
Before you wrap it up, make sure you guys go to buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled. Become a Cancel Crew member for as little as $6. Pick up our t-shirts. You get early access to the show, plus a bonus episode every month, which is dropping for all of our Cancel Crew members. You guys can check that out. It was a fun one.
And a Sorry We're Canceled journal, so you can write and say, see.
We got hoodies coming to our store as well, so pick those up. Anything else you want to tell the people?
Oh, thank you guys for watching. You know what? I love the comments and the YouTube. That's my favorite, to see who comments and how you feel and everything. I like the you struck a chord with a couple people on the Doomsday. They go, I think Deion's right. I think that's how we're gonna go out.
Fuck,
and
man.
it was good. It was good. I like that. So yeah, man. My thing is the comments. I love reading the comments and what you guys feel and everything. So
I'm glad we're still small enough to read all the comments. 'Cause
Yeah.
there will come a time when we won't be able to read all the comments.
Well,
There'll be so many comments.
we'll get Malik Jr. to do it. Malik have a kid, daddy. They don't like this BT dude.
I found this journal that says he hates doing this. What should I do about it? You know what you should do? You should check out the next episode. But until then, I've been Deion Curry.
I'm BT, that's Malik on the ones and twos. And like we say about this time, you know the word. Peace.